Okay, so I decided to include my entire interview with Shaver instead of editing it down, even though it does get a little monotonous, because I felt like he wasn't really answering my questions and that he was on like a campaign for his own principalcy or something like that. It felt weird to me, and yeah, I was kind of wondering what you other members of Harrisonburg High School thought about that, if you want to take advantage of the comments section. And here we go with the man himself. So, Mr. Shaver, what is different about Harrisonburg High School than you expected?
What is different than what I expected? I wasn't really sure what to expect when I first began. But one thing that I've noticed as the year has gone on, that Harrisonburg High School has a great group of students. Student body is very respectful, engaging, and they're well prepared for their futures when they leave here. That's what I've really gotten to know about Harrisonburg High School. My first impression from the beginning of the year, I wasn't quite sure because we had a little bit of a rocky start. But I have really found by talking with the students and getting to know the students that they are very delightful and they are doing a fabulous job. So I've been very impressed.
Great. What would you say you've learned as a person from the school?
One thing that I think I've learned as a person and as an instructional leader, there's been lots of changes this school year. And change takes time. So I've really learned to be patient. People who will accept those changes over time will be more comfortable. Initially, when change is made, it creates an uneasiness for anybody, whether you're a student, a high school student, whether you're an adult. There's an uneasiness. But if you accept those changes, over time that uneasiness goes away. I think most of the changes that have been incorporated have been accepted at this point in time. There have been some changes away from the initial changes that have been made. One example was initially there was a change that affected seniors, affected you, in regard to the early release towards lunch. A lot of seniors weren't happy with that change. We modified that. We came to some agreement somewhere in the middle, and I think seniors have been accepting of that and have been okay with it at this point in time, if that makes sense.
So then, where do you think we are in terms of the changes that the school board asked you to make when taking the job?
I think the school board wants the same thing that every parent, every student, every staff member wants for a high school or for a school in Harrisonburg. They want a safe, respectful environment where all students can learn at high levels, and all students, when they leave here, are well prepared for their futures. Many of the changes that we've made this year, from my conversations with people, have worked fairly well, and we're in a good spot.
But in terms of the changes to policy that they specifically wanted you to make, where do you think you are? Like, give us a percentage.
Well, if you look at numbers, if you just look at data, at the end of the first quarter, we celebrated the success of 450 students.
How much farther do you have to come in actual terms of policy changes before you are at a place where this, like, not results, changes to policy? How much farther would you like to make it?
Changes to policy, in my opinion, need to have a direct correlation to results. We want results.
Right.
We want to graduate students who are well prepared for their futures. The goal is 100%. We are going to get as many as we can. Can we ever get 100%? No Child Left Behind is asking for 100%. I don't know if we'll get 100%. I doubt we'll get 100%. But let's get as close as we can. Let's graduate as many students as we can with an advanced studies diploma, because students who have taken the courses for an advanced studies diploma are better prepared for their futures and for college, if you ask me, than students who don't take classes that are necessary for an advanced studies diploma. Let's prepare students so that they can do well on their SATs, so that they can get into the colleges of their choosing. Let's prepare students so when they graduate from high school, they are prepared for the workforce if they want to go into the workforce. They're prepared for the military if they want to go into the military. And they're prepared for college if they choose to go into college. When I graduated high school, I didn't plan to go to college. I went into the military right after high school. My plan was to make it a career, but I didn't. I did get an opportunity to go to college. And my preparation in high school, the classes that I took, my scores on my SATs helped me achieve that.
Okay, so are you saying that you have changed the infrastructure of Harrisonburg High School as much as you want to, and now we're going to see if your policies can encourage this growth?
Well, there's always change that will take place. You don't just make a change and then never make changes again. You know, school and education and everything is a moving target. And what you have to do is you need to monitor, and we need to monitor as a school, where are we? How are the changes working? And that's what we've been doing throughout this year. We've looked at our attendance data. Our tardies are down significantly. Our attendance rate up. More students are coming to school. Overall grades are better, and grade point averages are better. More students are passing their classes. So if you look at the data and the results, we seem to be moving in the right direction. But we also have to adjust. And some of those adjustments need to take place with change. And change is the reason for those adjustments.
So you weren't given a specific agenda except for hitting certain levels of excellence in various categories.
Everybody wants to see overall improvement occur.
So that okay. All right. Do you think that you've received the support you hope to from the student body and the staff?
Great question. The support has increased as the semester has gone on. You know, at the beginning of the semester, I wasn't sure if we were at where we need to be. But as the semester has gone on, more and more students as well as faculty and staff members have been understanding, accepting, and supportive of the direction that we've been going in. I've gotten to know so many more students than I knew when we first started back in August. That's been a terrific thing. Same with faculty and staff. I've gotten to know the faculty and staff, and they've gotten to know me. And I believe we're all on the same page on what we want. We want Harrisonburg High School to be a truly great school, an exceptional school, a world-class school that everybody can be proud of.
Are you glad that you made the switch to Harrisonburg? It sounds like.
I am glad. I am glad, you know. How can you not like watching the sunrise over Massanutten in the morning? My family has been blessed to be in the environment that they're in. My kids love Keister. You know, my wife's happy. So the move has been good. And even me being a part of Harrisonburg High School has been a very good thing. And I feel much more comfortable today than I did 6 months ago.
Great. Thanks so much.